Alright, where are we? What are we doing? It's OKC Pro AM, night 1. Man, I had a lot of camera malfunctions. Number 1, my rear camera got, moved forward. I think someone, bumped into it, so it was recording the sky, which, although beautiful, is not really relevant to racing. So I'm actually stealing Volgas Racing's clips of the last lap. You'll see why in a moment. But yeah, so props to them. They're sick. Actually did pretty well this weekend. I think they got second on the last day, which is tight. But tonight is the first night. We have pretty much a fucking square course. An uphill and a downhill into a very tight turn into the finish. We're actually about 1 lap to go here in a sec. I have one of my teammates up there, Preston. He went with kind of like a little late flyer, draw some people out. There's a break of 5 up the road, 3 Hincappy, which is always what happens, and when they race together, and then 2 DNA Racing. So we're racing for 6, and it pays out 10 deep. It's actually a super solid payout. Thank you, OKC Pro AM, for stepping up. It's pretty solid. I think first place was $1,500, and there's 3 nights of it, and it's a pretty cool course. It's really well lit. Right through here, there's some fucking cannons of potholes and just blown out roads like Mogadishu. It's pretty bad. I'm a couple wheels back in this scenario. I think I've never watched this clip, because it's more fun this way. Or maybe, is that me? No, that's not me. I think I move up kind of at the very end. Actually, no. So Preston goes there, and I'm tight, stick it. And I move up to hopefully block any late attempts. So he's going for the line. I'd be cool, sick, draw him out, get the scraps for this field sprint. But it looks like actually Volgas is the one that's in charge of bringing this move back. I think formerly they were Bora riders. So yeah, Preston brought back. But props to him, exactly what I wanted. Take the heat off me for needing to get up there. This guy goes. There's Padilla. He's got a good sprint, and then there's me. Look how thick, fucking massive. I have a gravitational pull, and it's what it seems like because everyone's on my fucking wheel all the time. You can see my camera pointing up, but yeah, this is a good spot for me. I mean, this is third wheel. I'm gonna have Padilla lead it out. He goes. Now I also go, and it's off to the side of this clip, but I get hit, bumped into by Grayson, who's right there. And watch this, skirt, skirt. I lose my wheel twice in the sprint. I had to take a really shitty line and end up getting second in the field sprint for 7th. I was gonna pop around him, Padilla, right when Grayson decided to go as well, so we literally slammed into each other, but both very talented in terms of handling, and I was able to make it up. So 7th, cool. Now we're at the other day, which is Saturday, and we are going into 1 lap to go. Again, I don't know, I don't want to go through take 4 hours to go through clips and be he attacked here. It was non-stop attacking. Arapaho was trying to force a break the entire time. They finally got one at the very end. My camera came off entirely and flew into the crowd of thousands, and thankfully someone picked it up. So yeah, I didn't really have any clips from this race, but maybe taking the weight off was good. But Arapaho, again, 2 up the road and 1 DNA guy. So we're fighting for field sprint, but we're close. We can see them on the hill here. And this course was tight. It's actually a new course that they decided to run, and super psyched on it. There's Ben Wolf, Shredder. You can see him kind of all the way up there in the end. I'm shit. We ended up being 5 seconds from them. It was a really late move. But this hill is a charger. And this is Stefan Roth's camera. He's just plowing up this hill, and I'm yeah, just fucking go. And then I'm actually pretty far back, which is bad. But I was in every move and constantly trying to get up there, and a lot of breaks. So I thought I was exhausted, but we'll see what happens. So he's still leading, which is solid. No one wants to take it up. This is where you want to go. Ideally, it's like the last corner, or well, 2 turns to go, but it's really tight to the finish. And you'll see, boom, there I go. I launched on the inside, really hard sprint, and then I went up, and boom, I take that corner, and actually get a time gap between me and the field of like 2 seconds. So pretty solid. We'll actually see another angle here. I ended up picking up 4th, which is pretty good. I'm pretty stoked on that, especially after all the work I did in that race. I'm kind of fucking, hold on, when's this next clip coming up? I have no idea. Pretty soon. Here's the sprint. Look at all that daylight. Visible. It's like a, plains of Africa in between me and the rest of the field. Oh, and here's the next day. We're just going right into this shit. They are going to call me up. They also call me up as a state bicycle company. Just a testament to how much I give a shit. I didn't put it in correctly because I raced for state, for Fixies, and registered for Red Bull Last Stand. So now we're just going to fucking, do this. I might twiddle my fingers, magic, and we're off again. Now at this course, you actually get a little longer video here. It's like probably going to be another 9 minutes of me just talking at you. It's like a figure 8, so tons of fucking corners, pancake flat. There is no wind. It is just hot. So I'm hoping for maybe like a late break. That was the plan going into this one, was like hopefully have our riders represented at a break, and they can just, I kind of conserve for field sprint, because I've been kind of picking up all the scraps. Ooh, excuse me. It's actually not wine time right now. It's early in the fucking morning. Gonna head out to Tulsa. Gotta get this done. I have a lot of real other life stressors that have prevented me from doing this. But this is my camera. Again, my camera falls off, but with a different mount. It was so fucking weird. I don't know why this happened. But I was at the front, and I needed to warm up my legs, so I was like, okay, I'll just get up here, and it's slowing down a little bit, and why not just force a late move? So I just kind of come through here and give her the old 1-2, and yeah, I immediately get no one wants to chase. So because I laid down, it wasn't too bad, power-wise. Like, I didn't feel anything, but do I ever feel anything emotionally or otherwise? Not really. So, yep, just plowing along here, get a pretty decent gap pretty quickly, almost like 2 turns worth, which I thought was surprising. I thought they would have shut it down. It is like, I'm 1 lap in. But, it's a nice way to preview the course. I figure I would just give you guys, look at this right from the front, just a nice preview of what the fuck this course looks like. And it's super good. If you've never raced OKC or like want a crit to go to and you're within, 8 hours, definitely fucking worth it. Whether you're a 1 or a 2 or a 3 or a 4 or a 5 even. Definitely suggest going. It's a pretty solid weekend. It's also a good warm-up for Tulsa. That's a big reason why I'm here. It's like it's been a while since I've done like a pretty crazy crit, so it was good. But yeah, they still, I'm off the front, still going, just living my life best of my abilities. And I'm not actually wasting too much energy. There's like a couple 400 something watt surges, but for the most part, I'm keeping it pretty chill. You can see I have my 30-second power up there, about 380, so I can ride that for like, hour and a half or something like that. So it could have been possible, but no luck. I do get caught. There's a bunch of people chasing, but my team was on it, and we're gonna skip a little bit, and it's just, again, more attacks. And I'm going with kind of everything. I think I hit it, where do I hit it? Somewhere around here. Actually, no. I always would go to the front, and if I had a teammate up there, just intentionally slow things down, kind of take corners pretty wide, not really pull, as you can see, 300 watts or something like that. I'm not necessarily 20 miles an hour, because that just gets fucking dangerous and you get swarmed. But I'm keeping it slower than that move, so whoever has to get across is going to be a lot harder. I'm just kind of gradually wearing them out, and there are 2 people go. And this is what would happen the entire race. I would do this, and then people would go, and then Hincappy would go, and we were pretty much constantly up at the front, at least for a while. I ended up taking a break because I was just like, this is fucking dumb. Nothing is sticking. I just kind of let my team just, go at it. Because, I'm just on reserve again for sprint mang. But yeah, it's whatever. Just living the dream. Racing. Whew. Now, I'm actually in a front group now. We kind of actually got a little breakaway going with this, which is pretty funny. And what's going to happen here in a second is we're going to see a crash clip. Everybody loves crashes. It's a morbid curiosity. Watch this. Riding. Boop, someone forgets there's a turn, and boom. And then also Kyle Swanson was down. That was not my camera. That was Stefan's, but I was in the move that he was going to catch. But yeah, that was just a quick crash, really unnecessary. Kyle's alright. He ended up jumping back in. But it's racing after a crash. I'm never one to really like to do that. I'm like, you know what? I crashed. I'm fucking out. I don't care. And also usually when I hit the ground, it's like, something's breaking or tearing. Like actually, I found out yesterday I have about 5 different tears in my labrum from BMX. Fucking dumb. And then I also have a significantly torn meniscus that I've been riding on. It's not really that bad to ride on. BMX is difficult. But yeah, again, just tons of attacks still. I think I go again here. It was covered, a lot though. I always like to dive here and just go, like, look at me, just going. Padilla was always covering that shit though, because I think he had his other teammate in the move. But I'm always just like, fuck it, I'll just go and, like, put it in a dig. I guess, man, that's faster than a lot of people sprint. Isn't that funny? They don't break 40. I didn't break 40 during this race, though. But I am trying to get to that move right here, because I am not represented. But Hincappy was pretty much all over this shit the entire race, so didn't really escape them. It's pretty, though. OKC's kind of fun. It's fun for a weekend. I look back and it's just Padilla, and I'm like, motherfucker. No, there's no one to, like, no one wants to come through. So, that's that. It's a quick sprint. Ooh, actually, fuck. What happened here? Ooh, she could include the clip. Yeah, why not? Hold on. Let's just pause this, and I'm going to throw in a clip here. Here we go. This is the same course, last corner, and boom! What the fuck? Yeah, that's right. I have a bad history with this course. Getting fucking teabagged right here. Look at that. Just put those genitals in my face, dude. I love it. And then there's my grundle. Beautiful as ever. That was a fun clip. Yeah, and yeah, I tore my AC completely. AC joint. So, yeah, but a little weird history with this course. I don't necessarily like to race it. But, it's a good course for me. I think there's a full gas guy right there. Like, everyone's just going. I felt really solid this whole weekend. Shout out to Amp Human. That stuff works. It's pretty wild. I'm not sponsored by them. I just started using it. They did give me, Brad Huff gave me like 2 name drop. Shout out, holla. I think I pepper an attack here. Yeah, useless. Go again. Just trying to break their legs. See, I guess Padilla did end up not finishing. I think it got a little wild for him. Or, I don't know. Maybe I'd like to think that I just broke them. If he dies, he dies. To quote, what is that? Rocky. But yeah, that's actually, it kind of sucks because at this point, my camera came loose and I end up disassembling the entire K-Edge front mount while I'm riding in a 30-mile-an-hour crick because I'm like, I don't want to lose this shit again. and like lose my Wahoo and lose my camera and lose all these stupid bolts. So I ended up taking it apart and actually putting it into my jersey. So it was like riding. It looked like I had a bunch of weird little tumors everywhere. But yeah, so that's it. It was a fun weekend. Ended up getting fifth in that. Would have been a great field sprint to record because I was headbutting people. This kind of got a little aggressive. But Hincapie got spot 1, Volgas got 2, and then Cesar Serna got 3rd, and Grant Coots 4th. Non-sprinter up there. I beat him for a $10 fucking preem the previous day, so maybe that was redemption. But he got 5th. But good weekend, decent amount of money was made, which is tight. And yeah, got Tulsa Tough coming up. Leave for that tonight. 3 days of racing. I'm gonna try and actually get these out as they happen, and not do do 3 separate videos instead of 1. I'm going to double check that all my bolts are tight and my camera doesn't fall apart. But that's it. As always, I'll just see you guys eventually at some point in the future. Love you. Bye.